Hello, very happy Tuesday, welcome to my post-match video. Thank you for watching. Let me get straight into it. It's where I am right now. It's a beautiful blue day outside, and that's kind of my mood after yesterday's victory. It's been give or take half an hour, 24 hours since fantastic 3-0 win. Fantastic in terms of the result. Fantastic in terms of being back in the top four. Fantastic in terms of the way I think we responded to back defeats, and I think we started off nervously, but I'm happy with the result. I'm happy to be in the top four at Tottenham's expense. Where they've been most of the season with their amazing team and amazing manager. Unlucky Spurs were in the top four and now close the gap. Only 1 point behind Liverpool, 3 points behind Man United. So going into the next game, impressed. I mean, I didn't think we were fantastic in the first half. You could tell we're a little bit jittery, a little bit nervous, a little bit low on confidence. But in the end, it was comfortable and really happy to get the 3-0 win to be in the top four. And kind of happy. I'm not being his biggest fan in the entire world, but I was kind of happy for Antonio Conte, for sure. I think as much as I'm not a fan of Antonio Conte, I don't want to lose and tell him to get the sack. I never go into a game thinking, if we lose this, at least he'll get the sack. You don't want to lose any game, especially this one dropped out of the top four. So. And you also don't really want to change your manager a week before a big Champions League game against one of the best teams in the world, as I previously mentioned. So, happy for Antonio Conte. Glad to be in the top four. Hazard is different class. He was incredible. I think I've hesitated to call him world class because he hasn't, previously, because he doesn't really. He's fantastic. He has great moments. But the moments. He never, I don't think on a consistent basis, I think, can change games, brings that, dictates games and changes games and makes things happen. The last few weeks, particularly in the last couple of games, but in the last few weeks he's done that, and I think now he deserves that label of world class. He's different class, and we need to give him however much he wants. As I said, we started slowly. Victor Moses made that horrendous mistake. We should have been 1-0 down. We won. Giroud had that. I think it's in that Giroud had an opportunity. He should have scored. If he just started thrown in the corner or blasted into the net, Zappacosta come around the back, had an opportunity. But listen, I think it was a nice finish from Hazard, and again we were fantastic in the first half. But I think second half again we started off a little jittery. They had a dangerous ball in the box where Azpilicueta dealt with it. And once again, I think he was phenomenal. I think, quick shout out to, by the way, I have to say this because, we talk about world-class players, we talk about Thibaut a lot, we talk about Eden Hazard a lot, and I'm probably about Friso, But, listen, Thibaut, one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. But people could argue that, Neuer from Bayern Munich or even Buffon, Juventus. People could argue that Hazard is fantastic, but they could argue that Messi's better. For me, there is no argument. Anyone that's watching this now, think of this in your head. Name me a defender in the world right now that is as good as Azpilicueta. Short answer: there isn't one. He is, without doubt, the best defender in the world. We have in our team the best defender in the world. Like, he plays right back, he's phenomenal. He plays left back, he's phenomenal. He plays in a back three, he's phenomenal. He's versatile, and he is the best defender on the planet. There is not a single defender, name one defender that is as good as every square. There isn't one. So we talk about Hazard a lot, we talk about Thibaut a lot, rightfully so. But I tell you what, you want to talk about world class and players that are phenomenal week in, week out. These are Azpilicueta, fantastic, phenomenal. Once again, he was top class. Like, there was two balls, very dangerous balls coming in the box. One of them was at 1-0, dealt with it incredibly, and the other one I think was at 3-0. Both goals coming into towards Rondon, and he was denied by super world class defending by a world class. So I just want to big him up a little bit because I still don't think he gets talked about enough. He's the best defender in the world, and he doesn't, he gets kind of not overlooked, but like he used to, but doesn't get talked about half as much as he should. So just I have to mention that. So yeah, I mean, I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I think we started off nervously in the second half, and Christensen made a couple of mistakes. Again, we should have been punished, and it was a good save by Quartal. And just after that, the corner, another mistake. It was half a chance that probably wasn't as good as a chance as the one they just had. But no credit. I think we played well. Giroud really impressed me. Considering it was his first start and he hasn't played for so long. Sure, some of his passes could have been a little bit better. His touch could have been a little bit better, but it's back to Hazard and everything and Pedro. But they will get better. It's his first start. And I think he's a genuine option. I think Morata come on for the last half an hour, looked better than I was expecting him to be honest. He still can't hold the ball up to save his life though, but it's a couple of nice touches there, a couple of nice turns, ran with the ball a little bit, nice strike, decent save by Foster, and yeah, looked pretty decent. It's a shame we couldn't get a goal because that would have done his confidence a go, but he looked pretty decent when he come on. Giroud impressed me, as I said, it was his first start, and he said some of his patches back, passes to Hazard, Pedro, and some of his touches could be a bit better, but they will be better. They'll get used to each other, and they'll get better. I think it was nice to see. I think with Giroud holding the ball up as well as he did, it kind of enabled Hazard to play a slightly different role, but he wasn't the main focal point of the of holding up the ball. It allowed Hazard to kind of take a different route, play a different role in the attack, even create the space for him, and I think that was really something important we don't get from Morata. I think with Morata playing, he's kind of the figure point of the attacker, the guy that holds up the ball, and I think he wasn't that. He had a different kind of role to play last night, and it was you could see the different routes here he was taking, coming in and around, and creating the space, by someone like Giroud holding up the ball. So I think that was that was also good to see. For Pedro, to be fair, I questioned before the game why Pedro was in for William when Williams is in such good form. And I question why David Luiz wasn't starting. I thought Pedro, to be fair, had a fantastic game. Some of his work was incredible. His best game of the season, his best game for a while, I think. Was the Pedro of last season. His best game of the season by country mile, I think. Again, some of his work. The way not necessarily without the ball as well, he was fantastic, but when he had the ball, again, the way he was drawing defenders in, creating the space for Hazard and freeing Hazard up a little bit and giving Hazard the freedom, was also fantastic, and I think he played incredibly as well. I think take away the three mistakes that we made. I think we defended pretty decently. I like Rudiger in the team. I like the way. What I will say about Rudiger is I like the way he switches the play. I really like the way he does that. Gets the ball. Gets the ball moving. Rather than what would take us 2 or 3 passes. It's done in one pass. It keeps. It develops the attack quicker. Keeps the tempo quicker by switching the play. I don't think switching the play is something that we do anywhere near enough as a team, and it irritates the hell out of me. So it was good to see, see that from Rudiger, switching the play and kind of, making the pace of the attack a little bit quicker. As I said, what usually takes us 2 or 3 passes was taking us 1, when he was doing that, and also defended pretty solidly. So I think it'll round it. It was, of course, there was mistakes that Christensen could have got paid for. We didn't. That goal goes in and then we go 1-0 down. It could have been a different game, but it didn't. and overall, I think it was a good, decent performance. And I said before the game, you know, we'll see what type of character is in this team, and I think they answered that. We'll see if they're behind the manager, and I think they answered that as well. And I'm happy. I'm happy. I've been in a long while. It was a very good, albeit against a team that's struggling to score goals, and you can see why at the bottom of the table. But still, very, very happy. It was a good performance, and yeah. So you know, we're back into the top 4 now, and so you know, in theory, we could finish runners up in the league, winners of the Champions League, winners in the FA Cup, and you know, I tell you what, you know, we've always got to change. Well, before that, obviously we got Fridays. So we move on to Friday now. You know, I'm happy with that result, but we move on to Friday. You know, FA against Hull, it's a chance to maybe for the new guy to come in, make his first appearance. From Roma, I think he was. You know, a chance for Amber to play, maybe David Luiz to come in the side. You know, Drinkwater to come back in, Bakayoko. You know, and also Morata, I would imagine from the start, you know, to get some match winners and match fitness, you know, ahead of the Barcelona game. You know, which I'm actually really obviously already, I've been buzzing for that tie ever since it came out, and it's really close now, so I'm looking forward to that. But there's a game on Friday, and that's not just, you know, a game, that's not just the game before Barcelona. It's a chance to get into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and probably, you know, a best chance of winning the trophy. So yeah, we move on. But that, you know, West Brom, job done really. I think we weren't great in the first half. I think, you know, to be honest, but it was job done. Nice 3-0 win, just what we needed, and confidence hopefully back in the players. A lot of promising signs, as I said. I think, you know, Giroud was really promising. Rata looked good. Hazard, different class. Pedro, by far the best game he's had all season. And take away the mistakes we made, defended pretty solidly as well. So happy with the result. Reasonably happy with the performance. We're back in the top 4, and there we go. So as I said, we move on to Friday, and then we go to next Tuesday against Barca. Which, when you've got someone like Eden Hazard in the team, if we can defend well without the mistakes, then, because we need to make one mistake against Barca, half a mistake against Barca, you know, and we'll concede. We'll be 1-0 down, but that's next Tuesday, and now happy with that performance, and now so we move on Friday. Probably do my preview video for that. Yeah, tomorrow, Thursday or something, probably Thursday. But happy with the West Brom performance. I think it was a really, really, really vital 3 points for so many different reasons. And credit to the players. As I said, as I said before the game, we learned a lot about the character, and if they're behind the manager, I think they answered both of those questions in an emphatic style. And I don't think we were brilliant in the first half. I think it was a solid performance, and it was a great result. So there we go. Thank you for watching. I'm in happy mood. Happy Tuesday, and I look forward to the next game against Hull on Friday. Come on, you Blues!